Hello, so you've just seen my first part, so this is now the second part of the video. I'm going to basically be going through some of the code, I'm going to be going through some of the HUDs, I'm going to be going through the projectile that I've got set up and the cutscene. So with the HUD, I've got the main menu HUD because that's the first thing the player sees. So these are all variables here, and on these buttons you can scroll down to the right here and on clicked, so we'll just see that, on clicked. So when the start button is clicked in the main menu, it will create a widget and add it to the viewport. This is for the loading screen, and that loading screen will be delayed by 2 seconds, and then after those 2 seconds the prison break level will open, and the remove from parent is for the widget and the add to viewport. So basically the remove from parent will remove the loading screen. And then we've got a similar thing with the controls. Controls set visibility for main menu box. So basically this is going to be, when they click on controls, you're going to hide the main menu box and you're going to see the controls menu. And then a similar thing to back to main, so you're going to see the main menu and hide the controls menu. And then the same thing for the options, you're going to hide the main menu and you're going to see the options menu. These are our resolutions. So this is the small, medium, large, the small being 640 by 4080 and the medium being 1280 by 720 and the large being 1920 by 1080. 1920 by 1080, apologies. Then on clicked back to menu, that's within the options. We're going to be doing the same thing, set visibility, so you're going to see the main menu box, but then the options menu is going to be hidden, and then with exit game it simply just quits the entire game. So that is for the widget, but for the main menu level, because we have a separate level for the main menu, on event begin play, so basically when it opens up, it's going to display the main menu widget in the viewport like this, and it's going to add a show mouse cursor, which basically means the player will be able to see their mouse on the viewport by getting the player controller. And if you noticed, I had a background noise, so this is how you play the background noise for that. So now we're going to be moving on to the projectile. So I have this button set in place in the level. So basically when the player goes up to this trigger box, this will all be set off. So on component begin overlap, which is the collision box, when they come into contact with that collision box, it will cast to the first person and spawn emitter at location. So this is how the fire is going to be lit, and that is the location that the fire will be lit at. And that's the size for the fire, and you can see that it says flames because that's the flames. So and these are the flames that I have made here. These are the flames I've made. Button, yep. And then also I had a sound playing there, so it's a door explosion. So if you had a door explode, it would be from that. Brilliant. And then this is for where the actual flame and the door is. So basically this is event actor begin overlap and cast that to the first person. So when this kicks off, it will trigger to the door and it will be cast to the first person character. And then once again spawn emitter at location with the flames and the location and the scale, and then destroy the actor, destroy itself. Brilliant. Now we're on to the cutscene. So this is at the very end. This once again is triggered by a trigger box or a collision. So basically because it's in the water that the event box gets triggered at. So on event actor begin overlap, so when the character gets in contact with this, like collides with it, it will create the end widget and add it to viewport and show the mouse, just similar to the main menu. So it will view the widget and you see it there. And this is how we're adding the cutscene. So it says create level sequence player, and this is where we're putting the cutscene outro. And then we made it a variable, if you can see here, and we made it set outro cutscene, and then a sequence, because we're wanting to get rid of the blood overlay and HUD and the health bar HUD. So we wanted to get rid of those so they couldn't be seen. We've also got an outro cutscene here as well. So yes, we're getting rid of those by removing the parent from them, removing them from the viewer, and then playing the scene. After all that, playing the sequence. And delaying it by 2 seconds, because then we can get a good look at the widget that we have on top of it. And yeah, that's pretty much it.